This one is going to be a bit more of a diary entry instead of a commentary of my gym session. And I'm going to be a little bit more vulnerable than I usually would be. And hopefully you're okay with that. I just wanted to track and record where my training philosophy and my values lie right now, what my targets are, and the objectives that I want to be achieving and completing the next few months and years of training. These videos have helped me a lot in understanding where my gaps in knowledge lie and what my training looks like because I've been watching it from the third person and really evaluating what I think, what I thought was effective or really effective training. And if I'm professing things on the internet, I also want them to be right and be true and valuable. I also don't want to get anything wrong because the internet's a pretty savage place when you get things wrong and inaccurate or say things improperly. And I just don't want that. I don't want somebody eviscerating my work because I've not done my research. So I'm doing a lot more due diligence to the things that I've implemented to my training and the things that I'm putting online. So, my what are my values and what is my philosophy around training? I really believe that I should continue training for the thing that made me start training in this way, which is the aesthetics of training and the dividends that show themselves as looking good, as well as the health benefits. One thing that I've started to consider more now is longevity and how long I can train this way and how to make sure my body works as best as it can for as long as possible. And the last pillar for me is making sure the thing is fun and enjoyable and I don't get bored of doing it. This list of values and my philosophy will change and will get longer or shorter depending on which phase of my training I'm in. Knowing that now is really liberating because it gives me room to maneuver and refocus when I see fit or when I need to. Because sometimes things happen and you can't plan for everything and you have to adjust. And the adjustment and being able to adjust well is what will help me keep consistent with my fitness and my health. This is all ultimately in the pursuit of self improvement and making sure the tool that I've got, which is my body, is as sharp and as usable and useful as possible. Now, I achieved that by training well and training as effectively as possible. And when people hear, oh, I want to be training as effectively and optimally, they think science lifter. Now, am I a science lifter or a science based lifter? I'd say partially because I do listen to what the scientific community say when it comes to training or the science based lifters say when it comes to training because what they are saying is really valuable and testable and provable and repeatable. But I think at the core of training is just doing hard things and repeating it. It's tried and true in let's just look at bodybuilding for example. They might not have trained the most efficiently, but they trained really hard and they got the results that they got, which are comparable to the ones that some bodybuilding competitors are getting now, with all the scientific research and the backing they get now with their optimized diet plans and their steroid stacks and their supplementation. So, although my training might change and fluctuate in terms of the splits that I use and the exercises that I employ, at the core of it, I will always train hard and I will always chase progression in whatever thing that I'm trying to implement. Right now, the split is in pursuit of a fitter version of myself, a more aesthetic, larger, muscular build, but one that can also perform aerobically. I'm trying to run and do a lot more cardio and train for other things than just bodybuilding. And where they overlap is where I'm trying to sit. I recently ran the Brighton Preston Park run, and I got a time which I was really disappointed in. But I understand it's not a bad time for somebody in my condition and someone who doesn't train so frequently for running. I ended up getting a 23-minute 5K, which I know I can improve on. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue with my bodybuilding training. I'm going to continue with my cardiovascular work, like cycling, running, doing my rowing and my ski erg in the gym. I just want to be fitter and I want to be as healthy for as long as I can be. The meat and bones of it, however, is my bodybuilding training, and that's probably what most of my content is going to be based around. I will be dropping in bits of my running and my cycling here and there. It's going to be more of a background thing, though. So the channel is going to be about my bodybuilding and how I'm building my physique and getting to the one that I want for the future and can maintain in the future.
Must do your wallpaper. That's so cute.
Look at that. Yeah, it's literally since I've been in Egypt.
Wait a minute. This is what I need for my next girlfriend. This is the kind of love I need. The kind of love and appreciation I want.
Bro. I'm just saying. I'm always here.
Nah, I'm not hearing the way you want me to be there, bro.
I'll be yours now.
Having just mentioned building a physique for the future, which I can maintain in the future, I need to consider what that looks like. And I have considered what that looks like. So, as of recording this video, I'm a week deep into a cut, which is hopefully going to leave me at a body fat level which is easily maintained, one which I can be happy with and still perform well in the gym with and run well with, as well as maintain whilst in a gaining phase in the gym on a bulk. More like a lean bulk, I think. I think that'll be a lot easier to maintain because the stuff that I've been reading has definitely not been promoting the dirtier style of bulking that a lot of gym bros adopt and think is most beneficial. The literature I've been looking at has been saying that staying at a more consistent level of body fat is far more beneficial for a myriad of reasons. Those reasons being like muscle growth efficiency, hormonal health, better and easier, healthier cuts when you do end up cutting. The fact that you might be losing a lot more muscle when cutting if you are coming out of a dirtier bulk. Yeah, there's enough reasons for me to not need to get up to a far heavier weight than the one that I'm going to be cutting down to. And in the past, dirtier bulks have definitely not been something positive for my mental health. I had a greatly diminished self-worth, and it wasn't nice feeling that way. I definitely felt not worth a lot because I was in that inflated condition, because I was chasing this thing, which ultimately I really could have gotten at a way lighter and way healthier weight. And the other cost of it was feeling lethargic, feeling unfit and unable to do the things that I typically otherwise would be able to, like cycle or hang out with my friends and go on longer walks and enjoy them. I know for a fact that when I was at my heaviest or on the heavier side of my bulk, I was with my ex-girlfriend and she loved walking. And one of the reasons why I didn't like walking so much was because I just got out of breath really easily and I really didn't enjoy feeling that unfit. I never said that to her, but I think now looking back, that was definitely one of the bigger reasons why I didn't engage in one of the things the people I loved liked doing. So, what happens after this cut that I'm in finishes? I'm going to try my best to maintain that level of fat and go into a slight caloric surplus. Up the intensity in terms of weight training and then drastically improve my volume of running and get really fit. Because one of the targets that I've got is a sub 25k. And if I can float around 100 kilos, 99, 98 to 102 and get a sub 5K, sub 25K, I'll be really satisfied with myself. I'll be happy and proud of myself. But I know that's definitely not where I stop. Either I get another target or I keep trying to slice that time down. That's how my brain works. I just chase things until I can't anymore. It's definitely a characteristic of mine which I really value, but I can also understand can be a huge weakness of mine. And the self-awareness to say that, as well as understand how to utilize that tool, is the same self-awareness that's made it clear that I'm not even half the man that I could be. I think I'm not even halfway there. I'm proud of where I am. I'm really proud of where I am. The things that I've done, the things I've accomplished. But I'm not even halfway there. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way. And whenever my friends express to me how they're feeling, and if they're feeling similarly to me, I just say, keep going. Just be consistent, keep pushing. Because a lot of people just stop. And if you're feeling like you're in competition with a bunch of other people, just know that they're probably going to quit before you do. Unless you're one of the people that quits. And if you know you're not one of them, all you have to do is keep waking up and keep doing the same thing and putting in work and putting in effort. Because if you're consistently putting in effort and you're consistently trying, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And if that's the case, it's a guarantee. So just keep working.
Yeah, but that's because where you live is like on a hill. So anywhere, exactly where anywhere else is. For me, I put my camera in the...
So,
And he works. Yeah. Yeah.
cool. Do some dumbbell rows now. Oh, fuck it, let's stay here. Nah, dumbbell rows. That's a good shout. Let's go. Next set I'm definitely going to use wraps because that is... should have gone like 12 there. Yeah, just definitely use straps there.
What's that? Here, you want strong. That's literally mass.
Bro, fuck off, man.
Bro, you've got aimbot on the outside, mate.
Fuck, I got more. Fuck. Okay. Oh.